Welcome to Google I/O. It's clear technology can be a positive force, but it's equally clear that we just can't be wide-eyed about the innovations technology creates. There are very real and important questions being raised about the impact of these advances and the role they'll play in our lives. AI is going to impact many, many fields. Healthcare is one of the most important fields AI is going to transform. Last year, we announced our work on diabetic retinopathy, which is a leading cause of blindness, and we used deep learning to help doctors diagnose it earlier. It turned out, using the same retinal scans, there were things which humans quite didn't know to look for, but our AI systems offered more insights. Your same eye scan turns out holds information with which we can predict the 5-year risk of you having an adverse cardiovascular event, heart attack or strokes. So to me, the interesting thing is that more than what doctors could find in these eye scans, the machine learning systems offered newer insights. This could be the basis for a new non-invasive way to detect cardiovascular risk. Another area where AI can help is to actually help doctors predict medical events. And so we put our machine learning systems to work. We've been working with our partners using de-identified medical records. And it turns out if you go and analyze over 100,000 data points per patient, more than any single doctor could analyze, we can actually quantitatively predict the chance of readmission 24 to 48 hours earlier than traditional methods. It gives doctors more time to act. Another area where AI can help is accessibility. So we have machine learning technology called Looking to Listen. It not only looks for audio cues, but combines it with visual cues to clearly disambiguate the two voices. Let's see how that can work, maybe in YouTube.
Not on a Danny Ainge level, but he's above a Colangelo level. In other words, he understands enough to...
You said it was all right to lose on purpose. You said it's all right to lose on purpose and advertise that to the fans. It's perfectly okay. You said it's okay. We have nothing else to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about. Another example of one of our core products, which we are redesigning with AI, is Gmail. We just had a new, fresher look for Gmail, a recent redesign. Hope you're all enjoying using it. We are bringing another feature to Gmail. We call it Smart Compose. So as the name suggests, we use machine learning to start suggesting phrases for you as you type. All you need to do is to hit tab and keep auto-completing. We are rolling out Smart Compose to all our users this month and hope you enjoy using it as well. Another product which we built from the ground up using AI is Google Photos. So we are bringing a new feature called Suggested Actions, essentially suggesting smart actions right in context for you to act on. Say, for example, if the photo in the same wedding, if the photos are underexposed, our AI systems offer a suggestion to fix the brightness right there, one tap, and we can fix the brightness for you. Or if you took a picture of a document which you want to save for later, we can recognize, convert the document to PDF, and make it much easier for you to use later. By the way, AI can also deliver unexpected moments. So for example, if you have this cute picture of your kid, we can make it better. We can drop the background color, pop the color, and make the kid even cuter. Or if you happen to have a very special memory, something in black and white, maybe of your mother and grandmother, we can recreate that moment in color and make that moment even more real and special. Our vision for the perfect assistant is that it's naturally conversational, it's there when you need it, so that you can get things done in the real world. And we are adding, as of today, 6 new voices to the Google Assistant. Let's have them say hello.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm your Google Assistant.
Welcome to Shoreline Amphitheater.
We hope you'll enjoy Google I/O.
Back to you, Sundar.
With this technology, we started wondering who we could get into the studio with an amazing voice. Take a look.
Couscous, a type of North African semolina in granules made from crushed durum wheat.
Can you tell me where you live?
You can find me on all kinds of devices, phones, Google Homes, and if I'm lucky, in your heart.
That's right, John Legend's voice is coming to the assistant. His voice will be coming later this year in certain contexts so that you can get responses like this.
Today, we're going to share with you some important ways that the assistant is becoming more naturally conversational and visually assistive in order to help you do more and get time back. But to be a great conversation partner, the assistant needs to deeply understand the social dynamics of conversation. Now you won't have to say, "Hey Google," every time. Check this out. Hey Google, did the Warriors win?
Yes, the Warriors won 118-92 last Sunday against the Pelicans.
Nice. When's their next game?
The Warriors' next game is today at 7:30 p.m., where they will be playing the Pelicans.
Great. It's going to be fun to watch tonight. Hey, remind me to find my Kevin Durant jersey when I get home.
Sure, I'll remind you when you get home.
Now notice that I was able to have a natural back and forth conversation with my assistant without having to repeat "Hey Google" for every follow-up request. Even more helpful, my assistant could understand when I was talking to it versus when I was talking to all of you. We call this continued conversation, and it's been a top feature request. You'll be able to turn it on in the coming weeks. So let's say it's almost game time. Hey Google, turn on the Warriors game and start the popcorn maker.
Sure, here's the Golden State Warriors game on YouTube TV and turning the popcorn maker on.
Oh, and can you dim the lights in the family room and in the kitchen?
Sure, dimming the lights in the family room and in the kitchen.
Now you'll notice that in both of these examples, I asked for multiple things at once. Something that feels really natural for us, but it's very difficult for computers to understand. It's something we call multiple actions, and we're rolling out this capability in the Assistant now. We've also been working on improving the conversation with the Google Assistant for families.
60% of small businesses don't have an online booking system set up. We think AI can help with this problem. So let's go back to this example. Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
So how can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd.
Sure, give me 1 second. Sure, what time are you looking for around?
At 12 p.m.
We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15.
Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.?
Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for?
Just a woman's haircut for now.
Okay, we have a 10 o'clock.
10 a.m. is fine.
Okay, what's her first name?
The first name is Lisa.
Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Great. Have a great day. Bye.
That was a real call you just heard. The amazing thing is the assistant can actually understand the nuances of conversation. We've been working on this technology for many years.
Today, the assistant is available on over 500 million devices. Now, by the end of this year, the assistant will support 30 languages and be available in 80 countries.
I'm really excited to announce the new Google News.
With the new Google News, we set out to help you do 3 things. First, keep up with the news you care about. Second, understand the full story. And finally, enjoy and support the sources you love. Our AI constantly reads the fire hose of the web for you, the millions of articles, videos, podcasts, and comments being published every minute, and assembles the key things you need to know. Newscasts. You are not going to see these in any other news app. Newscasts give me an easy way to get the basics and decide where I want to dive in more deeply. Full coverage is an invitation to learn more. It gives a complete picture of a story in terms of how it's being reported from a variety of sources and in a variety of formats. This is by far the most powerful feature of the app. And here in the newsstand section, it's easy to find and follow the sources I already love and browse and discover new ones. And if there's a publication I want to subscribe to, we make it dead simple. Because you're signed in with your Google account, you're set. We're rolling out on Android, iOS, and the web in 127 countries starting today.
Growth of Android over the last 10 years has helped fuel the shift in computing from desktop to mobile. And as Sundar mentioned, AI is going to profoundly change industries. And this brings me to the new version of Android we're working on, Android P. Adaptive Battery uses on-device machine learning to figure out which apps you'll use in the next few hours and which you won't use until later, if at all, today. With Android P, we're going beyond simply predicting the next app to launch to predicting the next action you want to take. We call this feature App Actions. What's happening here is that the actions are being predicted based on my usage patterns. The phone is adapting to me and trying to help me get to my next task more quickly. Slices are a new API for developers to define interactive snippets of their app UI that can be surfaced in different places in the OS.
Our team has heard so many stories from people who are trying to find the right balance with technology. One of the first things we focused on was helping you understand your habits. Android P will show you a dashboard of how you're spending time on your device. As you saw earlier, you can see how much time you spent in apps, how many times you've unlocked your device today, and how many notifications you've received. Android P lets you set time limits on apps and will nudge you when you're close to your limit that it's time to do something else. If you turn your phone over on the table, it automatically enters Do Not Disturb, so you can focus on being present. No pings, vibrations, or other distractions. You can tell the Google Assistant what time you aim to go to bed, and when that time arrives, it will switch on Do Not Disturb and fade the screen to grayscale, which is far less stimulating for the brain and can help you set the phone down. Well, today, we're announcing Android P Beta.
Maps was built to assist everyone. We've mapped over 220 countries and territories and put hundreds of millions of businesses and places on the map. We're adding a new tab to Maps called For You. It's designed to tell you what you need to know about the neighborhoods you care about, new places that are opening, what's trending now, and personal recommendations. We've created a score called Your Match to help you find more places that you'll love. Your Match uses machine learning to combine what Google knows about hundreds of millions of places with the information that I've added.
Let me paint a familiar picture. Your phone says, head south on Market Street. One problem, you have no idea which way is south. So you look down at the phone, you're looking at that blue dot on the map, and you're starting to walk to see if it's moving in the same direction. Our teams have been working really hard to combine the power of the camera, the computer vision, with Street View and Maps to reimagine walking navigation. So here's how it could look like in Google Maps. Notice that you also see the map, so that way you stay oriented. You can start to see nearby places, so you see what's around you. Now, with smart text selection, you can now connect the words you see with the answers and actions you need. So you can do things like copy and paste from the real world directly into your phone. You're at your friend's place, you check out this trendy looking lamp, and you want to know things that match that style. And now Lens can help you. You open the camera, and you start to see Lens surface proactively all the information instantly. And it even anchors that information to the things that you see.
Thanks for watching.